sexy men. I'm chaotic. Tiny little pea brain of a teenage adolescence. Ooh boy. A booby. Hi, hello. It's Nathan from Nathan's Nook. I read books because reading is sexy, and if you're not reading, you're not sexy. Hi. I honestly did not know how to film this, but I'm just gonna do it. I realized, but hi, hello. I'm gonna give you my bookshelf tour, going from left to right. And I'll be honest, there is no sense of organization whatsoever in this shelf. Yeah, I'll just show you how chaotic my mental space and shelf space is. So yeah, I'm gonna go basically from this stack to that stack over there. There, I think, is some introductory footage where you'll see. Okay, so we've got this tiny little stack on the floor. You know, I'll be honest, I think I will eventually find a proper shelving unit in itself, but I also very much like books on the floor and sort of like stacks that go up. Eventually, I think what I want is just stacks that go all the way up to here. And this is my bedroom. The windows are here. I don't know. Okay, anyway, this stack, I think it's just a stack of recency. Okay, I'm sorry. So how I'll do this is I won't talk about all the books on my shelf because that would be insane. I'll just pick out like a few things that sort of resonate with me a lot and whatever I see, I guess. But yes, this stack here is mostly just books of recency. I recently read Slow Days, Fast Company by Eve Babbitt, the Storybook New Editions, and yeah, I don't know, just the color coding we have going on here just made the most sense to me. Ooh, fun fact though, we have this beautiful vintage cover of Social Studies by Fran Lebowitz, who I am seeing tonight. Hopefully there's a signing going on, and yeah, bring this with me. Social Studies, Fran Lebowitz. But yes, just love it against Marseille Je t'aime by Jacques Mus, French designer, but it's his photography book of moments, his own pieces, recollections, memories of Marseille and basically the Sud de France. And yeah, just southern France done well. It's a gorgeous little coffee table book, but yeah, love it lots. Marseille Je t'aime with that. Do you like that? Yes. Okay. Oh, let's take a look here. This is my friend Ron's. One of his first books when it came to photography. He didn't actually have like a monograph or like a photography collection. So he compiled this himself, made from like a Muji photo book. And yeah, late bloomers. Basically photos he took from 2018. But yeah, also just a very precious book to me. Yeah, Ron go way back in our like SF days, and his photography just captures this like teenage adolescence with so much raw honesty and youth that just I don't know, just speaks to me a lot. But yeah, really gorgeous work. But yeah, love Ron, love this. Also, Age of Innocence by, is it Joseph Sterling? Age of Adolescence by Joseph Sterling. A photography book I found through an interview with Sofia Coppola on one of Phoenix's songs. I forget which song it is, but it's from Bankrupt, I think. And the whole music video is essentially like the idea of fangirling and the emotional resonance you get when you see your idol on stage and you're up close and you're screaming, singing along, crying, all of that she wanted to capture and was inspired by Joseph Sterling's work. But yeah, just this, but yes, just like gorgeous black and white photos of teens in their youth. Do you see a trend here? But yeah, just really, really gorgeous work here. 60s, 70s, revolution, teenage culture. Just, yeah, love it lots. I do every once in a while, you know, flip through this for inspiration or what have you, so yeah. Joseph Sterling, Age of Innocence. Okay, I don't know how this is going to be angled, but moving right along, we have this milk crate that I found on the street in San Francisco. Also hosting a number of photography books. Here's Ron's following sort of photography collection. But yeah, gorgeously done by a small press. Where's this? Yes, Allied Forces Press, based in North America. But yeah, good to just see, like, support your friends' art. It matters a lot. And to see their progression from like DIY stuff to stuff like this is just such a joy. But yeah, I have that. One of my other favorite Japanese photographers, this one's called Bacon Ice Cream. It's the idea of like the first time of anything and sort of the immediate memory that comes to mind when you think of first times and first things. And yeah, just also super ephemeral and gorgeous film photography. Bacon Ice Cream. Speaking of ephemeral, Everything is Temporary by Yoko Kusano. Just also gorgeously done here. Wow, all the lit-fic hoes out there are like, I don't want no images. Where's the literary fiction? We're getting there. We're getting there. Okay. Yes. And we have here a recency stack. These are just books that have recently come in and are sort of like the immediate TBR. For example, we have Tropic of Sea by Satoshi Kon. I was hoping I'd read this sometime during my trip here because it's manga. And I thought I could like easily run through it, but I don't think I can. So some of these are coming to Korea with me, and I'm sort of just deciding what I'll bring back with me. But we also have Adam Gnad's After Tonight Everything Will Be Different. Definitely bring this with me. The Hole by Hiroko Oyamada. Definitely bring that with me. And yeah, like just books I'm bringing with me. Not sure how many, but however many will fit, I think. Okay, that's the recency stack. Yes, as you can see, I am just a very disorganized mess. Okay, next we have this tiny stack here. I think just like pretty books. They're just pretty books that I have just on deck here. We have the Isolari books. I plan to collect all of them eventually, but here we have In the Face of War, about the war in Ukraine at the moment, set in diary form. What is the diary? How immediately after can it be read? Things of that nature and ideas when we think of current events in time of war and personal narrative, recollection, memory, and diary form. Very interesting here. Art Spiegelman, I think we already talked about this. and Hans Ulrich Obrist's interview with Edward Glissant's basically ideas of art in the realm of art and where it's headed in terms of globalization and creolization. Yeah, Anna Kavan's Ice. We have the sort of yes, the Badlands Unlimited New Lover series, our faves. Erotica here. A French version of Virgin Suicides by Jeffrey Eugenides. Yeah, they're just pretty books. This is the pretty book stack. Here we have Ren Hang, Chinese photographer, passed away a few years ago. And for content warning and probably for just the public in general, not something I should flip through, but quite pornographic, but explores the body, nature, the intersection between the two, and yeah, just really gorgeous work that makes you re-examine what the body means and how it can shape itself and what positions it can take on with backdrops of nature. So really gorgeous too. Rei Kawakubo, Comme des Garçons, the exhibit at the Met. This is I think was just the map. Speaking of, I recently went to the MoMA and I was looking for like a map to sort of, you know, understand the flooring situation and organization of the art. And the gal there said, just scan that QR code and you'll have the map. What if I don't have a phone? What if my phone's dead? How can I access it? Bring maps back. I know they become wasteful, but there are collectors like me out there that love shit like this, okay? Like, this is archival. Like, this is beautiful. I just... Print matters. I'm sorry. Books are great, but also tiny paper things like this is great too. I keep them. Are there people like me out there? Anyway, here's this. And this random stack. Yeah. Yeah, we have like Art of Cruelty here, Maggie Nelson, Hour of the Star, the gorgeous New Directions cover for Lispector's novel, and I See You Mean by Lucy Lippard. Yeah, just really gorgeous books. I should hold them up. I'm not doing them justice. That is just stunning. How do you think of something like that? And the gold is foiled, these little stars. Lucy Lippard, I mean, that's just... Oh, such a gorgeous, gentle purple with this black and white image of Lucy. Print matters, I'll tell you. Next up, we have the actual shelf. I don't remember where I got this shelf. I think it was my brother's or something, and he didn't want it anymore, so I was like, I have so many books, they deserve a nice space. Let me move you along here. Okay, moving along, we got 3 tiers here. Honestly, there's no sense of organization. I don't think these are even alphabetical, but these, and like, they're a mix of things I've read and things I haven't read. But let's take a look here. We have, okay, let me take a look at this. My beautiful copy of Ariel by Sylvia Plath. Read this for school, and yeah, had someone else's notes in it. Just something I really love. This is my favorite Sylvia Plath collection. It's gorgeous. What else we got here? We got this, The Collected Stories of Lydia Davis, Aged by Me. I bought this brand new. I love Lydia Davis. Oh look, a CDG postcard from the Met we just looked at. Honestly, I think hands down the best collection of stories that I reference back to a lot whenever I'm doing research. But yes, we love Lydia Davis. I have that. Ooh, look at this. I, to this day, still not sure what it is, but it's called Despite Everything, Cometbus Omnibus. Selections from the first 20 years of Cometbus? Yeah, but it's like zine, a scrapbooky, and just like a collection of print, photography, just really cool stuff. And I was like, I had to have this. It's just really, really stunning. I haven't even read a majority of it, but yeah, just comics, clippings, a lot of writing. Yeah, just really, really fun. Very punk. Love that. Yeah, despite... Oh, it's just gorgeous. Yeah. There's that. We have some random things here. We have Virginia Woolf. We have this copy of To the Lighthouse that, looking at it, I don't really like. Needs replacement. But what I love is the inside. Just has, I don't know, it's just a nice pocket size. And the negative space with the text just, I don't know, makes it a lot readable, which is so important, I think, for a Virginia Woolf book, because really dense, her writing, I find. So, yeah. Ooh, look at this. This gorgeous copy of Wind, Sand, and Stars by Antoine de Saint-Exupéry. If anyone doesn't know, he's the author of The Little Prince, which I'll get to. But yeah, just love this vintage copy of it. It's just gorgeous. I haven't read this either. We have Winterson. Look, we have Winterson, The World and Other Places. Not a fan of this cover, but it was like years ago when I was on a Winterson binge, and I really enjoyed her work. Next to a copy of a book we have read, Written on the Body, gifted to me by this lovely girl at Starbucks. Her energy, radiant, funny, personable, secret. When it wasn't busy and I was working, like doing homework and stuff, she'd swing by and we'd talk about our dreams and desires and ideas, and she shared this with me, and it, I don't know, just changed my life and my world. And yeah, love her for it. And this was the copy that she gave me, and I still have it. And she told me to pass it on to somebody that I truly loved. But I just can't. I can't pass this off. It means so much to me. I'm sorry. If you're still out there, I don't know. Thank you so much. So we have those. We have a like a stack of poetry here. Yeah, here's one of my favorite San Franciscan poets. Came into a few of my undergrad classes to speak, but Tongo Asen Martin just really, I don't know, the way he pieces words together, I would never have thought of, all surrounding Black identity in the body and displacement, and yeah, just really incredible. I think I had another one of his books. I don't know where it is. I guess we'll find it, maybe. But his first collection is also incredible. I think I like this one more and gave the other one away, maybe. I think that's what that is. But Tongo Asen Martin, Heaven is All Goodbyes. Gorgeous. The Pocket Poet series, based out of City Lights Books in San Francisco. They're sort of like one of the major poetry publications during the Beatnik era. And yeah, they have stuff by, I think, Lunch Poems, Howl by Allen Ginsberg. I want to say Lunch Poems as well. But yeah, Pocket Poet series. City Lights Books, San Francisco. Wonderful stuff. If you ever go to San Francisco, please visit City Lights. It's just such a fun, good curation of books, local and far and near in between writers. Good work. Iconic place. It's gorgeous. Rich in history. Go. Okay. Oh, here. The Colossus by Sylvia Plath as well. I have that. Also fantastic. Love this gorgeous vintage cover of it. Gorgeous. That's all I want to talk about on this shelf. This bottom shelf here, just a random mix of stuff. We have, again, Fran Lebowitz Reader. I don't think a very good copy. They should honestly do a reprint of like a vintage cover design, sort of like what publishers did with Joan Didion's work. Yeah, this just needs to be reprinted, honestly. I mean, I love Fran, and I love this image of her. It's just, as a book cover design, not great. And this is, of course, signed by her when I saw her in Berkeley last year. So around this time, actually. So very good. Friendly but How Fiction Works by James Wood was gifted to me by someone special, and I haven't read it yet. And it's been like, I think a decade almost. 9 years, I think. Oh yeah, okay, well this stack kind of makes sense. It's all like books about writing that I just have. We have The Uses of Literature by Italo Calvino. Also haven't read this, but it's here. The Books in My Life, also gifted to me by someone special, and just told me how this changed the way they saw books or something. And I was like, okay, very interesting. But love that cover designs, very, very gorgeous. And, oh yes, one of my undergrad textbooks, The Making of a Story. I found this to be very good, actually. But like looks over short stories, fiction of all sorts, poems, and yeah. This is a good one. I think this is really just like my vintage, like older books that I kind of want hidden from sunlight so they don't get damaged anymore. But we can look. This is Aldous Huxley's Ape and Essence. Yeah. Arthur C. Clarke's Childhood's End. That one's fun. Oh yes, Jean Fontaine, Rêve de Bunker Hill in French. Camus, La Chute. Yeah. This was from when I was living in France. Picked this up. Sempe Goscinny, Le Petit Nicolas et des Ennuis. This is just such a fun children's book. This is what I was reading when I first started learning French. And yeah, it's just such... It's basically like Diary of a Wimpy Kid, but like in a classical French sense. Or if anything, Dennis the Menace, sort of. Yeah. I don't know. Just really cute. François Sagan's French version of Bonjour Tristesse. I think I've talked about this before on Modern Ajuma's channel with our Bar in the Bookcase tag. So there's that. Yes. Love Sagan's writing and... yeah, love it. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, putting these back. Can I talk about this? I loved this. I picked this up a long time ago. Basically my first year living in San Francisco, Green Apple Books, the one on 6th, I believe. Albert Camus' Notebooks from 4251. I think this is maybe number 2 or 3 in the series. I forget. But, just so, this like changed. Sorry, there was something in here from way back when. But yeah, just to read the ideas, thoughts of a writer, just really... Look at me highlighting things in orange. God. But let me read this to you. There's no freedom for man so long as he has not overcome his fear of death, but not through suicide. In order to overcome, one must not surrender. Be able to die courageously without bitterness. There is a moment when youth is lost. It's the moment when one loses human beings, and one must know how to accept it, but that moment is hard. He likes to wake up at 4 a.m. and imagine her then. It was a time when he could catch hold of her. At 4 a.m. people are doing nothing. They are sleeping. This is a note for the plague, actually. So, yeah, just, I don't know. There were just moments in here where it sort of just changed my tiny little pea brain of a teenage adolescence. Camus. Okay. There's that. And here we have a booby. Toy Story mochi cups. If you go to Tokyo Disney Sea or Disneyland and you get the alien mochis, they come in these really hard plastics and it's just so cute. Like, how could you throw that away? You can't. Just so adorable. I got 3 and I put the booby in it. We have who are you? Le Jovenes by, what's your name? I forgot what your name is. Oh Jesus, what is his name? Sergei Gainsbourg. Yes. A CD that I cracked. And I don't know, I just loved this cover so much. The album cover. Yeah, Oh, I'm sorry, but this is basically, if you can see it well, I think that's fine. Just a collection of my favorite books. These are my faves. I won't go through all of them, but yeah, I don't know, just some fun stuff. Of course, we have Ocean Vuong's On Earth We're Briefly Gorgeous. I think this one is signed. Are you signed? Yes, it is. It's signed as well. Yeah. Oh, here, gotta do shout out. Alex, what page are you on? After reading this, and no one else had read it, I was just like, I have no one to talk to about this. Immediately went on YouTube and found Alex's video on it, and yeah, I would say one of my first tiny steps into booktube territory, so I have to thank him. On Earth We're Briefly Gorgeous, Ocean Vuong. One of my other favorite books, Andy Warhol, The Philosophy of Andy Warhol. Basically a collection of ideas that were gathered by his editors, I believe, and just like some random stuff he talks about. But yeah, like for example, he dyed his hair gray so that he looked younger and then people would never know his age. Or it was like that mix of like he wanted to confuse people about his age, so he always had this youthful look to him but also this like aged matureness to him. Anyway, just stuff like that, his like what his brain looked like, and it's a lot of fun. There's that. We have John Waters, Role Models. This cover I absolutely love. John Waters, film director, Pink Flamingos, Serial Mom, really fun trashy films, and he talks about his role models from strippers to great people like Rei Kawakubo, Comme des Garçons. Yeah, John Waters, love that. Oh, yes, must talk about this because it's making the rounds and something just fell. Too Much and Not the Mood, Durga Chubose. The number of times I've bought this book, gave it to someone I liked, and had to buy another just for the shelf. But yes, just a gorgeous cover as well. Heart Museum, anyone out there, Heart Museum, go read it. Durga Chubose. I'm waiting so patiently for a new book. Has not come out yet, but waiting so patiently and hungry, always for more of Durga's writing. Just gorgeous stuff. Durga Chubose. Okay, basically, if you want to know, this is a condom in the shape of Maggie from The Simpsons. A vintage Kuropi camera from Japan. Just so gorgeous. I tried to use it once. Lost film. Cutie, the DJ persona of Sophie. They are a trans artist that recently passed away. But yeah, I have this can of energy. I think it's an energy drink. I don't know. I never drank it. Eventually it like burst open by itself and like spilled everywhere. Ruined some books, but yeah, have this. Weird Ken Kagami book, Freaky Dog and Freaky Boy. Freaky Dog and Freaky Boy, of just like random weird pictures of Snoopy and Charlie Brown that just make me smile. I don't know, I just love shit like that. But I wanted to show you, if nothing falls anymore, this, my copy of The Little Prince, will say, one of the books that have changed my life. Gifted to me by my good friend. But yeah, just a gorgeous... I still have it, and it's just gorgeous. I love this. I also have the paperback of it as well, in one of these newer editions. Here I have, you know, all of J.D. Salinger's major works. I just loved these covers, but I got my copy of The Catcher in the Rye. This fun edition of 9 stories, his short stories, and yeah, Franny and Zoe, which we reread last year, and Raise High the Roof Beam Carpenters, which I mentioned in Modern Achima's video as well. But yeah, I love J.D. Salinger. He was basically one of the first people that I read for school and then decided, wow, Catcher in the Rye did kind of do something for me, and now I'm going to read all of his other work. Yeah. Speaking of old school, we got Breakfast of Champions, my favorite Vonnegut. Just love the little drawings he has in this one. Goodbye Blue Monday. And yeah, to be honest, I can't tell you why this is my favorite, but it just spoke to me at a really transitional time in my early years. And we have this fun copy of Slaughterhouse-Five. Yep. We recently talked about this, The Wind-Up Bird Chronicle, right? And yeah, one of my favorites, Aged by Me. Bought this new, very nice. And Sexing the Cherry, my sexual awakening book. This means a lot to me. Yeah, I don't know, just rich. This book is just rich. What did I underline here? The people who throng the streets shout at each other, their voices rising from the mass of heads and floating upwards towards the church spires and the great copper bells that clang the end of the day. Their words rising up form a thick cloud over the city, which every so often must be thoroughly cleansed of too much language. Men and women in balloons fly up from the main square, and armed with mops and scrubbing brushes, do battle with the canopy of words trapped under the sun. Jess has this gorgeous way of writing Winterson, but yes, Sexing the Cherry. Okay. And yeah, we have this water damaged couple of Now Boys by Moan Kim. Just has like a bunch of black and white images of sexy men. Yep. Okay, I'm gonna put all these back. That's why. Maintain the stack. I know. Okay. Moving right along. Okay, sorry for the weird angle. There's just stuff in the way here, but there's this like random stack of just stuff. They're just big books that don't fit on the shelf, and they need to hide in this little shadowed corner because I don't want them to get more damaged as they already are. But to take a look, oh, we got some like random magazines as well, and basically just stuff I want to sort of move to this other shelf here that I just got, and it's, yeah, I just need to put stuff on it. But anyway, I can go through these. These are fun. Some like vintage copies of books, but we have this cute copy of Hemingway's The Old Man and the Sea. More Hemingway, The Sun Also Rises. Ooh, I would love to show you this. This is John Kennedy Toole's A Confederacy of Dunces. A book that I'm always told I should read, and I will read, I just don't know when. But it's perpetually on the TBR. A Confederacy of Dunces. Look at this cover. It's incredible. It's, I don't even know if it's like DIY or something. It feels as if like someone made it like this, because it's like taped. Just so incredible. I love this so much. And yeah, I'll get to it eventually. F. Scott and Zelda Fitzgerald's book Bits of Paradise, and of course her copy of Save Me the Waltz, her novel. Yes. We have this fun copy of Yeji. She's a Korean American musician, of Rain Girl, this tiny little zine. So there's that. Oh, this lovely photo zine by Gia Coppola. Yeah, just of like her interviews and thoughts of making Palo Alto. Just really pretty as well. So I have that. This fun, oh, was it, where was it? Alamo Drafthouse did a showing of Phantom Thread when it first came out, and then handed out these gorgeous photo books that reference the film. Oh, it's just so wonderful. Yeah. I just love this so much. Ooh. The Rizzoli coffee table book of Wong Kar-wai's work. I love Wong Kar-wai. Yeah, just gorgeous, gorgeous stuff. Ooh, we have this fun copy of photographs of James Dean. American Icon by David Dalton and Ron Cahan. But yeah, they're just images collected of James Dean. I don't know. Something about, I don't know. Is it the American in me? The old American in me? I just love James Dean. What a handsome cat, right? I just love him. So obsessed that I found this vintage copy, very hard to find, James Dean, Surviving James Dean by William Bast. It's his autobiography of him living with James Dean when he was his roommate and kind of had a relationship, a situationship, if you will. Very fun. Yeah, I read this as a little tween and ooh boy. Hot and bothered with this one. But yeah, love that. This is so special to me. This I found at Goodwill, but it's Diary of a Wimpy Kid do-it-yourself book that, of course, has been written in and done by this little precious kid. And I don't know, this one just broke my heart because he wrote it while, not that he wrote it, but he basically was like filling in the pages while also going through a divorce, his parents' divorce. And I don't know, it's just really heartbreaking, and I don't think it's even finished. Or I don't know. At once it feels wrong to have something like this, and at once, you know, it was made available to me and broke my heart because it just felt so, well, it was real. It is real. But like this, he talks about missing his dad and talking about a counselor, and I don't know, it just really, it broke my heart, and it's just so precious to me. It's, I don't know, a kid's honesty. Like when we get child narrators, I feel like it's just done fictionally, artificially, which is weird to say, but here it is, done IRL, and it just breaks my heart. And yeah, I'm not gonna cry right now, but yes, Diary of a Wimpy Kid. But yeah, just that's it essentially. We have this gorgeous Koss book. Looks at their work. And yeah, this collection of Winnie the Pooh stories, the complete collection, which is also just so gorgeous to have. And I used to read a story like one every night for a period of my life, and yeah, just fun stuff. It's just a mess. This is all just a mess. There's no organization whatsoever. It's all a mess. And yeah. This I also found at Goodwill, and it's basically someone's journal while they were going through their mother's like dementia, and it was just, I don't know, it gave me the same feeling of like Year of Magical Thinking, where some bits are like words that are like way too big and you're trying to write everything down and understand what's going on, but also it's like, yeah, it's just written clinically. There's addresses and names and specialists and phone numbers and just like their thoughts and feelings through it all. And then eventually it just ends. It ends with this like psychiatry card, and there are empty pages. I don't know, there's just stuff like that is so powerful, and they were at Goodwill. And it's weird to think that like these are people's memories and stuff, like physical embodiments of memories just trashed, left to secondhand at places like Goodwill. I don't know, profound to me. But yeah, that's all my shit. Let me just put it all back.
And we'll talk. I think these go here. Across there. No, that's not right. Amanda's. And Hawaii. These. All these books. Okay.
That's it. That's the bookshelf tour. My very chaotic tour and shelf. And I hope it was enjoyable in some way, shape, or form. But yeah, that's it. I'm chaotic. I'm just chaotic. But I hope this was fun for you. I hope you found some books that, you'd like to read from this very disorganized shelf, and some new photographers that you want to look at, because they're fun. They're fun to look at. Thanks for being here if you've made it this far, however long this video will be and however I'll edit it. But yeah, hope you enjoyed that. Please keep reading. I recently had an interaction with someone, I'm not sure if I talked about this, but that, you know, was looking at what I was reading at the mall of all places, and he was like, wow, I don't see people reading anymore that much. And, you know, this is in the suburbs and such. And yeah, and he was like, he showed me his like notes app on his phone of like Twitter screenshots of book Twitters that he follows and mapping out his like reading journey, and it was just really precious. And he subscribed, and oh, if you're watching this, if you're out there, yeah, I don't know, it's people like you who make me excited about life and about reading more books. And it's just really nice that people like you out there exist and are, yeah, reading. I don't know, let's read more. I'm trying to I don't know, what am I doing? Starting a movement? I don't know. But for goals I want to try is that I see way too many science fiction fantasy readers in Korea, and I don't know, where are my LitFitCos? Where are y'all at? I'm gonna find you all. We're gonna form a cult, a revolution, and yeah, have more sexy readers in Seoul that read literary fiction, cause yeah, I'm gonna clean up the reading scene. I'm gonna make claim to it and clean up the reading scene. Where y'all at? Let me know. If you live in Seoul, let me know. And yeah, we'll trade some books, we'll talk books, we'll do everything. Nothing against science fiction and fantasy. You saw Childhood's End. I have science fiction. I used to have some fantasy books too. I don't know where they went though, but like, yeah, there are genres I don't mind. I have nothing against them. It's just that literary fiction is really interesting in that it's not just a reflection of life in contemporary times, but it pursues us to be able to talk about the things around us and the things that matter and ongoing happenings that are so inherent to our lives. And that's why we read them, so that we can have better discussions about the hard things in life. Did I sell that to you? Has it been sold? I just think it's really important that that genre of fiction, if you will, is, yeah, inherent to contemporary society and how we view the world and shape it together. That's enough rambling, because this video is going to be grotesquely long, I believe. So, be well, do good work, keep in touch. Okay, handheld. Just wanted to give you my bookshelf tour from this angle. Are you sick? Are you motion sick? There's Totoro. Okay.